starting to show us why he's playing the Pudge safe lane this time around.
Yeah, so no lane swaps. I would love to see, especially with the bans they made, it seems like they wanted to do that because, again, I think it's a bait pick. It's like the Bat Rider into Monkey that you feel like you're supposed to win the matchup because it makes sense. But when you play, you don't win the matchup. Like,
missing look.
That somehow that old axe, the one that went Manta and so on, the hero was so broken that he actually won the lane against Timber. And I don't feel like Pudge is broken, but his spell kit is pretty good against the Timber. You have magical damage and you have pure damage. You're not right-clicking and giving armor. Also the same thing on the Phoenix. Just lost the crew here. So I don't think Timber is winning the lane. He's not snowballing.
I especially like the fact that they force out the Timber Chain on the Timbersaw so that he doesn't have Whirling Death in the early levels, which is mainly the reason how he can bully out the Pudge. Without Whirling Death, he really doesn't have much to fear because Timber Chain does almost no damage. Level 1, 70 pure damage. Yeah, that's just negligible for a Pudge at this stage. So Miracle is actually going in onto Chessie. Doesn't have the mana for a meat hook just yet, though Chessie does have to be very careful in that bottom lane.
Yeah, and it all started really well for Miracle from the bounties because he forced so much on the Timber and also on the Clock. Now Clockwork sitting with no mana, so Clock's just like he's watching the game from inside, like us. He's enjoying the game because you can't do anything as a Clock level 1 without mana.
You can just stare at them while they kill off your Timbersaw, who only has one 4 creep kills so far. Definitely getting absolutely destroyed in the lane.
You can try to block camps. I cannot see the Maul is blocked, but it's something he should do. And cancel the side pull, that's all he can and should do.
Well, of course, we've been paying attention towards that bottom lane. Towards mid, it is Sumail and Xantic pretty much just farming next to each other, which is honestly the best thing that a Wyvern could get, because Wyvern is a hero that can get bullied out of the mid lane if he's up against one of the spirits. Top lane, almost first blood for EU Egypt, and that is Shad getting it secured with the Starbreaker, taking down Kuro. Mind Control stole 12 strength already. God, that is some nuisance. Miracle actually does get to kill onto Chessie in the bottom lane. Miracle dropping low, but he's staying alive, and J4 is now going to get bullied back. The Pudge is also severely tanky.
Yeah, same story from game 1. You don't want to see that happening on a Timber lane. Although he's still level 3, level 4, especially level 5, he can at least like survive no problem and have a decent lane, guarantee some last hits, which is having trouble as of now. I guess the only lane which is going as supposed to is the mid lane, because Wyvern and Kotal, they're just trading farm. It feels so good to Xantic to be against a Kotal, because the only issue of this Wyvern mid is you don't have a good base damage. You even need to go Quelling Blade on almost all matchups. But Kotal, he don't want to sit there and deny your creeps. He just want to farm the items as soon as possible, so you can also reach your timings really early, the BOT, so you're kind of like mirroring the enemy build. J4.
Yeah, oh, that hook from Miracle. Add in those Flesh Heap stacks. Nice little addition. Of course, 2 already for the big Boomba Pudge.
Yeah, so you mirror the Kotal build somehow, because you're also going for that BOT, so you can answer rotations on side lanes, but Kotal has way too much impact doing this, and you're relying on a big cooldown, so it's good for the Wyvern, but it feels bad for your team on the side lane still.
Top lane, Shad, Starbreaker, Mind Control dropping low, he's going to get taken down. They will also get the Tombstone to boot. Easy money for Shad, takes a lot of cash in his favor. That is going to be his phase boots already done. The Dawnbreaker is looking pretty good at the start of the game, tying top net together with Sumail. Honestly, the lanes, except for Chessie, are going pretty A-okay. Oh, Kuro. Nice J4 rotations.
Actually, like, he went for J4. He comboed J4, but Shad, he was really fast on answering that play.
It's kind of tough because I need to watch Okay, except for mid, unless there's a mistake, no one should die. As you can see, the blast coming in from both sides. Bottom lane, I guess Chessie now is a little bit too survivable until Miracle gets his level 6. So most of the action should be happening top, where Shad is just enjoying his free farm time. First mid onto Sumail, but there's no one to back it up. Xantic taking a bit of damage. J4 rotates towards mid as well. The rune got picked up by Tanner, who walks right into a sentry ward and is close to dropping, staying alive for the time being. Healing self keeps Tanner alive. For now, GH is there. Okay, Sumail. It's very scary because they're all very low next to each other. Shad forced to TP back to base, but he is level 6, so he can use his ulti in case they want to go for a fight. The question is, will they use it? Because he doesn't really want to walk to a lane, so he's probably asking his teammates, please start an engagement somewhere. For instance, right now onto GH, who does not have a way out. In comes the heal bomb. GH is dead. Kill goes to J4. And Shad will turn his attention towards the bottom lane pudge of Miracle. He's now in a bit of trouble because Chessie hurts with the chakram. However, Chessie doesn't get away. Timber chain back. Miracle does have a hook available. Under attack. They're looking for a fight bottom.
They should. Nigma is doing the right thing because...
Oh, Chessie.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Chessie. Oh, Chessie juking his way through. They get...
Oh, he showed. He should not have showed.
Yeah. Did he show and then TP?
No, he's showing that.
Now J4 being chased by Miracle. He's ready with the hook. Can he get it? Yes, he can. 3 kills for Pudka this game.
I mean, he showed, hit one creep and tried to TP. Sorry. Yeah, but that's definitely the right move from Nigma because Dawnbreaker has no TP and ultimate, and they know if she's locked here on Timber lane, it's super good for them. So it's a pretty good move to defend this tower, and also means that they need to bring numbers here, which gives free farm to the Kodo and Undying. Which is like scaling jungle stacks with the tombstone.
GH dropping low, does stay alive from the small raindrops coming through, and there is Miracle. He's raking up them easy kills. Flash sheep stacks all the way, toss back coming in. Big boom boom chasing down Shad. Does have himself the Celestial Hammer, doesn't get away. He's gonna try and use it as a bait, running the opposite direction, and with the phase boots should be able to run to the distance as well. Kuro is trying to catch up to Shad, but there's no toss target in range. Now there is. So Shad needs to be a bit careful, but Celestial Hammer is trying to get across. Kuro with the toss back. No, actually going to toss him up. Shad's going to be just alive. And J4 going for Miracle in the meantime. He does have a Vanguard. J4 is dropping low. Hook actually on his own teammate. But they don't have the damage to get rid of Miracle, and he's going to be just fine. And Danny GH going in, but there's the heal bomb in return. GH will fall. Shad's back in the bottom lane, using his ulti as a mobile tool. While in the meantime, top lane... Okay, so Mind Control dies to Xantic, and... Wait, did the Xantic just kill both Sumail and Mind Control solo?
Yeah, with the Winter's Curse. I was watching also the bot lane engagement, which is happening again. Kuro, dead? Okay. This game is fighting non-stop.
It's looking decent.
I actually do like Xantic approach, because as mentioned, like if he goes BOT, the Kodo still does more on silence, but he's gonna go for the Witch Blade, so he has solo kill potential earlier, and then he can go for that BOT.
Miracle. He's looking for another hook. Sumail's here as well. Drags back Shad. Shad's in trouble. Nice lift up. Keep him out of range. And Miracle Flash Shoot is a very useful, strong spell. Jesse comes in. He's looking for the catch. Looking for Miracle. Might be his first death against the Timber Saw. And indeed, that will be the case. Kuro is stuck inside the Cox. Can he disengage? Shad's still in the vicinity. But Sumail does a lot of damage. You have to be careful. He's rushing that Spirit Vessel as well. That's going to be a hard counter for these EU reject heroes.
Yeah, I think EU, they're just able to fight because Mind Control, he's like playing his own World of Warcraft on top lane. Like he used the Tombstone again to farm neutral creeps. Because if he wants to join the fights on the bot lane, they should definitely win. Because the supports on you, they're definitely under level. So now Clockwork finally with the book, he reached level almost 6, let's say. But Rubik's still level 5. So EU, they should be actually giving the mid lane to Rubik or Clock so they reach level 6, while Miracle, he dies here.
Yeah, he's gonna get cursed up, takes a lot of damage, heal bomb in, and Miracle dies his second death. Okay, they're finding the kills they need. Shad's gonna get kicked to the side. Hookshot actually comes in on Sumail. This could be huge if they get a kill. Security cuts his way through. J4 still trying to chase, but that is some godlike movement speed on to the Keeper of the Light. Have a toss in Azantic. They do get the kill on Sumail. Azantic doesn't get away. He doesn't hold the race rank to keep himself alive. Shad comes in with the Starbreaker. Kuro is going to have to pay the price. Toss gets stolen by Tanner in the process, but it is looking pretty good for EU Rejects.
Yeah. Now my control joining the game. Feels like my ranked, you know, like the guy stole the rampage last match. Is like, now I'm gonna just farm, guys. Good luck without me. And now he realized, oh, they need me. Otherwise, a disaster. I need the plus 30. Let me go back.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Gotta get that Ags. That Ags really is a power spike moment for the Pudge, but he is falling behind. Still ahead of Chessie, but
Dire's middle
I mean, Chessie had a really rough lane. Now 2King with lead here for the EU Rejects. Shad top lane, gonna be chased by Sumail. And he's just gonna go for the straight TP out. No way to interrupt it. Mind control with the haste charging forward towards the top lane as well.
Yeah, Sumail really needs a kill for their charge. He's very close to the vessel, but it doesn't mean anything if you don't have any charge on it. So he should go for a support. Just any kill. GH.
Okay, GH dive back. Is going to get taken down. Hook shot in. Push back off to Sumail. The Coddle is in trouble. Doesn't have a way out. The curse comes through, and there's going to be the damage brought in by Mind Control. Nice hook from Miracle on set. Golden Race immediately used, though. And that should keep Azantic alive, because Shad is going to make sure the Starbreaker will be able to interrupt everything needed. Mind Control chisking up down. That Tombstone on the high ground is doing a lot of work. Azantic is slowed to almost a dead stop. In comes Mind Control with the hammer damage. Does he get the right click in? No, he does not, but it's going to be the nom-nom onto Shad. Will actually turn it into a Starbreaker. Smackdown. Mind Control. He's looking like he's in trouble. Or is he? Because in comes the Phoenix Egg. Heal from Shad on top of himself. Doesn't actually have the attack speed, or does he? Phoenix Egg does die just in time. Mind Control is going to be another one down, and that is a huge, absolutely massive team fight victory coming in for EU Rejects.
Man, Azantic is doing so much, and so much damage with this Witchblade. Like, really clever of him, of going this the first item, not going the default Winter Wyvern build that you would expect. The Tombstone did a lot of work, but it was too late. Like, they had already lost 2 heroes. Miracle, he has the opening for the hook, not yet.
He's looking for a nice lineup. One piece for the Ags is done, but Azantic top net with Shad is second. And he is going for that BKB after the Echo Saber. Shard next, of course. The Shard is insanely good. Probably one of the strongest shards in the game. 3 BKB plus mobility during Starbreaker is a pretty big must. Sumail on again. He's going to get dragged back. Sumail just dropping quickly. Taken down. Kuro. He's also caught inside the cogs. The rotations are nice. Toss stolen by Tanner again. And that should probably be the tier 1 tower towards mid. Sumail dying 4 times already this game.
Radiant's middle tower is under
Man,
attack.
I don't want to jinx it with like Caster Curse, but it's really hard for Nigma to win this game. Really, really hard. Because now Timber is having a game. Wyvern has more network than Koro. You don't expect that at all with this draft. I feel like they, on one hand, they went a bit crazy with the draft, but their playstyle with like Mind Control not joining fights, now he's gonna die again, I believe.
Undying, not the best late game hero out there. Sumail hook shot it from J4. Down hit. They go down forwards up. Sumail stuck. Winter Scourge holds him in place so Shad can get the Star Breaker in. We will get rid of Sumail. Will they actually have a toss coming in? The Phoenix Egg, the Tombstone. They've got every tool they need. Shad is in trouble. They keep Sumail alive in the process. Miracle walks in to get some flesh heap stacks in the process. J4 is going to get blasted on the side. And now there are Spirit Vessel charges available. Curls very low to dropping. Chessie's going deep, but the nom from Miracle denies Chessie going further forward, and that is 3 kills from Nigma. It looks so good for you, Reject, but it gets denied because an absolutely stellar rotation comes through. The Tombstone, Phoenix Egg, you need to get rid of those two.
You see, that's the Caster's curse. How can Nigma win this? And then they just go and get 3 kills and they get none.
Yep,
I feel like
us.
Either you go for the Winter's Curse and you guarantee the kill on dying, or you go as a team with the Timber doing the front line. So Timber, he was farming the triangle, I guess. He was very far away from that engagement. He just joined when his teammates were already dead. So I don't think they executed really well on AU, but on the other hand, Nigma, very well played with the egg.
And now you've got at least a Spirit Vessel charge on the Gato. You also see him going for the BKB immediately because he needs to not die. If he pops BKB, Winter Scourge is still a bit of a threat. Hook shot to interrupt the TP as well. And possibly the Rubik with a hook slash dismember steal, which of course he has in his back pocket. With the Aether Lens, it's got that dismember cast range. And later the shot, you can numb your teammate to keep them alive.
Timber's going for Kaya. I don't know if I like that much. I don't think what they're missing is damage. I think he should be able to tank more and get more information so like Wyvern can place a good curse. Hood is a good defensive item on that game, but I don't think it's enough against the Vessel. I really think it is a Lotus Orb against that Vessel.
Yeah, not only the Vessel, against the Fudge. Ulti. Also got nasty Phoenix dots and whatnot thrown in, plus the Solar Bind, which is very nasty to deal with, especially on the Timber Saw, because you're pretty much going to be one Timber Chain away and you're standing still.
Yeah, they have BOT and Haste on Adzentic. They could get a good team fight going on the top, even though Nigma is the team with the ward. Okay, Pudge, he feels something was gonna happen, gets out, so played by Miracle.
Yeah, GH is going to go for the Aghanim Scepter Rush, double Phoenix Egg. You did mention, of course, previously that they don't really have the best Phoenix Egg hitters just yet. Wyvern might get to that stage once he gets his Ags, because the hero does have the Arctic Burn where you get that ridiculous attack range and to deal with it, but most of the time the rest of the heroes just don't ever touch it, the Egg or the Tombstone.
Yeah, that's a great Phoenix game. That's why they picked even like on 18 pick for support, because he doesn't need to build anything defensive. He doesn't need some sort of A on these and be afraid of getting burst. He knows he's gonna be able to place the best egg possible, and he can just like rush that refresher and have 2 eggs on the team fight. I would still think that it feels better for Ashivas, but it's GH. I just saying like my wrong opinion about it, you know.
Mind control top side, pops his ulti, in comes Sumail from behind. Gonna say hi, J4 trying to go for the TP, but he's gonna get blasted by Sumail. They're hunting for more because the rest of Nigma are smoked up as well. Tanner can be spotted. If he gets hit by the Solar Bind, he is very dead. And that is gonna be the case as well. Turns into the Undying for a brief amount of time before he falls.
You always want to steal Undying spell, hoping you're getting Tombstone, and you're never getting it. That's the 3rd time he goes for a steal and it's not the Tombstone.
Yeah, that's it's kind of like trying to steal Phoenix's egg, but the moment that Phoenix has his ulti done, he just comes out with the Fire Spirits, and he's standing there with Fire Spirits. Yay! I can't do anything with this.
Yeah, but not bad overall for EU here, because they're very close for the Aghanim's on Wyvern, which Just drop the Quicksilver, which is amazing for the hero, but anyways. I think he should also get the Tome, as did Sumail. He really needs levels on that Wyvern.
Fine, Kuro. Tosses them away though. Kuro going for the TP. Can they interrupt him? Or just kill him? That also works. Yes, they can. They definitely can. They did manage to take him down. BKB is getting closer for Shad, which is of course a great tool against Sumail, who has his own BKB finished up. And there's the big item. Miracle's got the Ags. He's the big boomba. The Pudge, who is taking a heap of damage and just about dying. Yes, indeed. He just got the Ags and he got destroyed. Tanner also steals the meat hook. Oh, that's going to be fun. 8th of lens meat hook. Let's go.
Let's see if he's a better Pudge than Miracle. Tough task. The fun thing about this game is that, like, Roche potential-wise, both teams are a joke in that sense.
Yeah, they can't push, they can't take Roche.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a really fun game to cast. Like, we still have a lot to go of this, like, brawling, because they can't take Roche at all. So, but the team fights at Roche, so many spells. Deck, Koro do a lot, Pudge with the hook, the Wyvern Curse.
Oh my god, Tanner, you beast! Catches Mind Control, but that's going to force all the TPs, and they're just going to back off, because Mind Control has an Ags done as well, so he's going to steal 10 strength from everyone that he sees. That's going to turn into a big bad bully. There's Miracle. He's also got them hooking skills. Curse comes out, holds them down. Did they get the kill? It is Tiny that is cursed up in the process. And the hook, Dragon back, Kuro in trouble. Smackdown, the Phoenix that gets dropped on the high ground, and the Tombstone. They're just going to back off. There's no reason to be there, considering they got the kill they wanted. So Tanner might have to pay the price. Eliminate last. Tries to get the hook off. Sumail pops the BKB running away. Mind Control's going to be left behind. He does not have Flesh Golem, but he has 44 stolen strength. And there's a good hook from Miracle. Takes Chessie for a friendly lunch and will be taking him down in the process. Shed pops the BKB. Miracle trying to get the hook in. And Xantic does have that Axe. Looking for Miracle. Miracle's charging forward. And Xantic taking a lot of damage. Miracle's just killing them with his auras. They need to run away. Shad trying to bump up the damage, and Miracle gets cracked by Shad, but Sumail's still here. He's got Spirit Vessel charges. Shad needs to be careful. He's going to go for the TP out. This is a very brawly game. You might even consider to call this SA.
Yeah, it feels like I'm testing my own region.
Toss, stolen, Sumail, dropping, taken down, and Shad gets another kill. Looking for GH. Do they have the way damage? No, they do not.
Yeah, there were something like 4 overextends on this team fight, so it's hard to analyze, because Nigma, they overextend definitely, and then Wyvern run out of mana, but they decided to still keep there. That was like the second overextend. But then Nigma, they decide to stay, but there's a Wyvern with BOT you should be running. Especially because, okay, you have this Pudge with Aghanings, you have the Undying with Aghanings, you should feel a bit like unkillable with those items. But the thing is, you're against Wyvern, so actually this Undying picks makes like the Wyvern even better. Because what you want against this type of lineup is either that they're not healing, so you have like AA, or you need a percentile damage hero, which would be like Phoenix, and especially Winter Wyvern. I believe in this patch, after like DP nerfs, Wyvern is the best hero that you can have on that sense. So you have Undying, but it's against one of the best counters. This long team fight should go EU side. If they have this mana on Wyvern, maybe a reason for Xantic to don't double down on that critical, maybe go Kaya so has more mana, or just after the Silver Edge and have Mangoes on the backpack all the way along.
Yeah, you can go a lot of different ways with the Wyvern. I've also seen some of them go for like the upgraded Witchblade, the Revenant's Brooch. Though there are not many people that build that item still, because it's definitely an acquired taste. And yeah, Nigma are looking for a fight, because again, both teams can't take Roche. They're just standing there like, yeah, maybe if we get a full team wipe, we can head into the pit.
Kuro has dagger. Did he have on the last engagement? Because this can be a game changer. It's a lot on Kuro.
Radiant's
Think
courier was caught in
one.
the crossfire.
He mainly gets jumped every single fight, so I don't think so.
Yeah, that's the thing. If they can get the jump, they should be winning the team fight. I'll not say easily, but they should win the team fight very well. The thing is, how does he get vision to that initiation? Is either like by shoving waves, as sumail is doing, and then they're gonna be TPs. Seems like the best way. Especially because I believe EU, they should have cut the top wave if they were planning to smoke, because it was obvious that they were on the triangle.
They're looking for a possible catch. Shad is completely far away from the rest of his team. They're coming in from the side. The smoke is out. We get a catch here. If this actually comes out, mind control spots him through. The smoke has been broken. Kuro dropping low. The Phoenix Egg got dropped next to the Wyvern. Silent's going to try and run away. Meantime, J4 gets bursted down. They're trying to pump out damage. It's a 1-for-1 trade so far. Shad still has his ulti available. The curse gets thrown out onto the mind control Undying. He takes a lot of damage. Doesn't get taken down though. It's one beefy boy hitting another beefy boy. Actually, they're going back in. Shot. No fear. Sap comes out. GH is dead. Okay. Now it's a 3-on-3 all of a sudden. Wyvern does not have too much mana left.
Yeah, I guess they just want to disengage. They might get a kill on Kuro here.
It's Antic. Oh, look at Miracle's position. Kuro's gonna die. It's Antic just walks past Miracle though. What the hell?
And he even wasn't with the Arctic.
Lane walks past him, mind control going to the TP out. Hook shot interrupted. Mind control has been caught, and mind control will pay the price. Taken down. Miracle did TP out of that position. And maybe in the future, Dawnbreaker might bring enough damage to take down Roach. I think he has it also done. So they have a bit of a chance to take Roach with the Dawnbreaker now.
Oh, 2 amazing items for the Wyvern. Yeah, they are able to, but they cannot force it because Zach will be back in 25. Actually, GH, he went for the Ooze. I mentioned he didn't need any defensive item, but on the way he decided for the Ooze, so very far away from the refresher.
Oh, Roche is getting taken, and it's dying pretty fast. They are nowhere to deny this Roche. They do scan it out, but Roche is already dead, and that is going to be the first Roche of the game. 28 minutes in.
Roshan has fallen to the Dire.
Yeah, that was very, very fast. I wasn't expecting it to go that fast. Nigma also, they imagined it was happening, but they were still like grouping up for smoke, so it was a very clever decision to go that fast. And the friendly fire.
Yep, that was a little bit of a mistake. The classic Fudge hooks the initiator and lift up, drag back. Shad going in, bringing a lot of damage. Miracle cancels his dismember. He's going to get taken down. The Phoenix Egg gets dropped, but there's next enemies all over the place. They're just quickly getting rid of the Phoenix Egg. He's taken down. In comes Neilbone onto mind control. He's in trouble next. Shad still has that Aegis. Boom! Shakalaka. That is going to be an absolutely disastrous team fight for Nigma. Coming through, and EU rejects. I mean, I'm so afraid to say it because I feel we're going to curse it.
Yeah, if they play correctly, they should win this. Because there is no way that they can catch this Wyvern. Like, they double down that backline, that cannot be reached. They don't have any sort of initiation besides the Tiny. And the thing is, okay, they have the Tiny to initiate, but which hero is providing the vision so you can initiate a target? They're always outplayed on vision.
Under attack.
They do have the Coddle Ags now done, so that's another target that they need to quickly kill in a lineup that doesn't have massive attack speed.
Yeah. I do like that the Wyvern, he went for the BKB and now he's going for the Kaya. So he changed his mind, at least on the Crystallis. I feel good when I see these things, because otherwise I'm like, why? Okay.
Catch. They'll get a nice baby onto J4.
Otherwise I keep questioning myself, you know, like, is he right? Am I right? But when he changes his mind, I get happy.
Jesse is biting back, held in place, uses himself up. The curve got the toss. On towards Miracle, possibly. The toss gets stolen. Jesse dropping low. The heal bomb comes in. Jesse still staying alive, but eventually does get taken down. Shad who kind of needs to just disengage. Though comes out. Miracle's got the range and does take exactly for a nomin, but the curse gets thrown out onto Sumail in the back end. Do they have the damage to get rid of Sumail in the process? He pops the BKB, forced to get himself out of that area. Will turn around. Hookshot's actually going to miss the mark. Mind control gets clapped because Shad still got the AG. Has nothing to fear. Miracle walks in, has the dismember available, but is going to get pushed out of position. GH does have the field check available though. Shad is going to get absolutely control. Plus the Will of the Wisp is keeping them at bay. The Phoenix gets dropped. They don't get the attack speed to deal with it. Actually, they're going to try and go for it. Shad, does he have the attack speed? Yes, he does. Takes it down, but Shad smacks down Miracle, and Sumail is somehow still alive in the process. Just buffing out damage from behind the entire time. Now that Kuro has respawned, they're going to back off on this side of EU Rejects. But that is another just brawly fight constantly.
Yeah, very well from Nigma because they force the clock buyback. They get a kill against Aegis. The wife is finally dead, and that's a lot of gold. A bit often, let's say, overextend from EU there because the Wyvern could just like fly home safe, but he went back for the tombstone kill instead of just like keeping safe. But really well played from Nigma side, especially that Phoenix jump with the Ulceptor. It shows that actually this Ulceptor isn't like a defensive item, it's basically a setup for the egg, otherwise the Wyvern is definitely flying away from their egg.
Yeah, it's a lot of nice and niche little additions here. The fights are starting to look a little bit rough for EU Rejects as time goes on. You also have infinite scaling, of course, on the Pudge. 14 Flesh Heap stacks at the moment on Miracle, which is a lot. I mean, that's what you get for playing a heavy brawly game. He's gonna go Blink Dagger E-Blade. Does do a lot of damage, but so does Shad. He's got the Bastion now done on the Dawnbreakers, going for the Satanic. And at that point, he can be very... I mean, he's already really hard to deal with, considering he gets the Starbreaker shenanigans with the free BKB. And in the one level, he's going to get 2 Starbreaker charges, which makes it way harder to kill off a Dawnbreaker.
Yeah, let's see if Nigma, if they're able to get the initiation. They do have nice wards in the region. Oh. Well played by J4. And I think the Satanic is one more reason for me to try to sell this idea of the Shivas on Phoenix. I think it would mean a lot to have this healing reduction.
Jesse does have that Lodestorm now, which is a very big plus. Yeah, it's going back for the Shadow Blade as well.
Yeah, after he didn't manage to kill the egg, he went for a Moon Shard on Quick Buy instead of the Kaya, and now he goes for the Shadow Blade. Just trying to have some kind of escape, because now he sees, okay, they can actually kill me, I need one more escape. That's the Shadow Blade, but I still think Kaya is very decent if you go with positioning. Chassis.
Gonna get hooked up by Fox's load sword, staying alive for a little bit longer. There's going to be the curse thrown out onto Miracle. And Tana actually dismembered the Chassis Timber Saw to get him out of that position there. Because that's also a nice addition. Shard on Rubik with the dismember.
Yeah.
All the little tools help.
Nigma didn't manage to catch the kill even though they had the initiation advantage, but it feels good to be Nigma now. Because the Winter's Curse has been used, the Solar Guardian has been used. I don't feel like EU they should be going so aggressive considering the spells that were used.
Dire's middle tower is
Otto also had Arcane Rune, so he has his next Will-O-Wisp already finished.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Just being harassed. Tier 1 tower top is still not down. 35 minutes in. That pretty much shows you exactly how much of a struggle bus it is this game. Rules to keep Jesse alive. Kuro can't get the toss back. Jesse gets hooked, but that's a very weird kind of coming in. Wait, what? Jesse still gets dragged back by the hook. For some reason, I just love Dota. Still a beta game. Miracle's going to be able to slow him down, take him out. The Phoenix gets dropped as well. And that's with the Wyvern on the run. Zantic can he disengage? Mind control nearby. Zantic should be able to fly into the trees and get away scot-free. But yeah, that was hook timber chain shenanigans. Sumail already has his Will-O-Wisp again. Just used it. Otto's action is so incredibly strong. Here comes the heal bomb. Kuro's dropping low. Tanner doesn't get taken down. He is still alive. No Spirit Vessel charge on him, and Shad gets himself out of there as well. Does have a level 25, so can even use Starbreaker to just get rid of the debuff, which he doesn't do.
Yeah, I should keep in mind the Solar Guardian when saying someone is dead. That spell just turns every team fight, and it was this chase was so long that there wasn't enough time for it to be back. 1.5 minute cooldown. Overall, the game is still pretty even. Okay, now we're still alive.
They're playing a fun game, a very fun game. E-Blade done on the Coddle. Let's see. We do have Miracle now with the Blink Dagger as well, so he finally has a way of chasing after Kuro, because it's every single time Kuro jumping in and, like, alone. He's standing there, no one from his team is nearby, and he's like, I need to get the toss back, otherwise I'm literally useless.
One thing I'm surprised that the Clockwork didn't go for the shard. I do think the shard is pretty good, especially in a game like this where vision makes all the difference, having the head start. I do really like the jetpack. I feel like for 1.4k gold, it makes way more sense than going for an Agonies with the 4.3k.
Well, he could get it for free from Roche if they ever decide to go back into the pit. They are smoking out though, looking for a possible catch, but it might be smoke-free smoke because Nigma are all grouped up as well. Does any of them actually have smoke? No, they do not. Wyvern's actually really close to his refresh orb. They might want to wait for that one before they take another fight.
The Phoenix.
Yeah, Phoenix, sorry. Wyvern's going...
Too many dragons.
Yeah, everything's flying and... Actually, no, there are only 2 heroes flying.
Clock could be flying and he's not flying. Tiny could be working some tiny airlines, but still.
Okay, Mind Control jumping in, gets used up immediately. Miracle E-Blade comes out, the Winter's Curse though. Mind Control taking a decent amount of damage here. Actually taking a lot of damage. Mind Control's dropping low. Mind Control's almost dead. Possibly could be just in the nick of time. Phoenix gets dropped, but Zantic doesn't have the attack speed to deal with it. Jesse just gets bursted down on the side. Shad needs to disengage. And they almost got rid of Mind Control, but I think Pudge got stunned while walking out of the cogs, and that cost them the kill.
Zantic is still around. Need to TP out. Okay, it's gonna be alive. Great team fight by Nigma. They got to burst the first target. The thing is, like, what can they accomplish with that? Because they cannot do Roche with that lineup. Of course they can, but it takes so much. They don't have a hero with Desolator as the EU rejects. So they need to keep snowballing, getting those pickoffs, and at Zantic he should take care here. I would stay on my tier 3 till I have my numbers back.
Yeah, right now, they're gonna walk into the pits. How fast do you think they're gonna take Roche?
I don't, like, max they can force the buyback on Rubik, but I don't even think, like, they were trying to maybe force buybacks. And like force heroes out of position so they cannot get Roche.
Oh, that's a big kill if they can secure Shad, and they do. They burst him down. GH gets the kills. That's a 10 kill streak. He's 17, now 2, and 13 on the Dawnbreaker. They're walking into the pit, and are they? Well, he does have a buyback from Solar Guardian. In comes the Curse in the pit. They're actually interrupting it for a decent amount. The pushback comes through. Shad does he have the damage? Yes, he does for one. He gets rid of Mind Control and Miracle. They both don't have a buyback available. That should be Roche in favor of EU rejects, because I don't really see them getting this back in action. Tanner is in the meantime chasing in after GH, steals his spell. which is the Icarus dive. GH is going to get crushed, and that should, yeah, that is going to be Roche with the Aegis plus shard in favor of EU Rejects, which of course Shad would definitely love to have. Back. Earl jumping in aggressively, trying to delay it. There's the Will of the Wisp. But massive buybacks from Nigma. They really are trying to defend.
They have double ash. They should be able to with the double ash.
Jesse dodges it. Break comes out onto Sumail. There's the Nom Nom, gets immediately cancelled. Steals Fleshy. Great job by Miracle, but he hooks at Zantig, who's out of mana. So he's trying to fight the light one, but Zantig does not have the light available. Shot is dead. That's a diver coming through, and Miracle hits a godlike hook. Sumail gets the double kill. Pizza gets off in the back line, and now Chassis, can he disengage? No, he cannot. Chris Kuro and everyone is chasing him down. This is disastrous for EU Rejects. It looked like it was just on the edge for them to get the Securo. But the entire game is just flipped upside down, and they're looking to just push the high ground.
Yeah, they just give EU a bit of hope, and also for everyone watching that they could stand a chance, because they couldn't do Roach, but they could have, oh, the hook. Not enough.
Cooldown reduction, okay, couple of seconds, come on.
Dyer's
Got this, keep him busy, keep him busy.
Dyer's top tower.
Ah, come on, Tanner.
But it doesn't matter if you can't do Roach, if you can bait the enemy team into it, and like it's so long on the fight that the Wyvern again run out of mana, and you have like 2 eggs back to it. Here they could choose like either going tier 4 or going back and doing Roach.
I think they're just going to go for a Roach.
Yeah, I think they should.
Tanner, and if he tries to go for tier 4s, there's a chance he might accidentally hook someone in the counter.
And here I would love to see J4 with the shard, so he can go for the Aegis still, maybe, my friend, come on.
He's going Ags. It's also fun, I guess.
Yeah. Also, a game-winning shard is the Wyvern one. I think he should prioritize that over the Moon shard, because he reached level 25. So if you go for the left talent, you must have a shard. Like it just makes sense to get the left one if you have a shard. Otherwise, you just go for the right one, especially because you're a core.
Double Splinter Blast stuns in a fight where both of them do 1.5 second stuns AoE. Especially if you get to the point where you get the 400 Splinter Blast shatter radius. It is very hard to deal with because it really sometimes gets close to perma stun.
It works so well with the shard because the hero that you're healing, the enemy team wants you to stay around, so when it's over they'll burst the target, but if they do so, they will be stunned. They need to do that with BKB, and it's too long of a duration.
Oh, Careful gets hooked up, taken down. First life is gone, that's the Aegis already taken care of, but the Will of the Wisp comes out, the Winter's Curse onto Mind Control, that's going to drag him to the side. Actually, Tanner's going to drag him to the side, continues the hook, he's going to get knocked. The damage from Miracle is just too much. Shad's going to chase him after Miracle, then he gets the kill onto the budget. Yes, indeed, he takes him down. Shad been killed. Dieback coming out onto Miracle. Chessie is still alive as well. Shad needs to disengage as a Star Break to get rid of the debuffs from Sumail, but he does not get the cost off, and again, Shad is dead. Exactly, he's trying to fly away from the Ignis, but there's a spin the blast on onto Sumail. The Kato is dropping low, and Zantig can get the kill. In comes Chessie with that buyback, rejoining the fray, and Zantig will falter. It's Chessie against the world. No buybacks available on the side of EU Rejects. He's 1 versus 3, but they are 3 strength heroes, and he does chomp them down pretty nicely. Looking for more. Sumail did the buyback, rejoin the fray, and Chessie, mind control, gets his first life taken care of course, because it is a dying level of 25. Actually went for the decay cooldown instead of tombstone on death. That's an interesting choice. Jesse running away. Does he get away? Yes. No, he does not. Could not disengage. J4 is back. They drop the tombstone. They're gonna go deep. 25 seconds until the Rubik is back. J4 should be just fine inside the base, but they don't really have the pushing power on the side of Nigma to finish.
Unless someone is buying a Desolator, I don't think they can the game.
It's a very slow push. It's a ridiculously slow push.
It's a funny lineup.
60 strength though.
Yeah, but you mentioned the talents does make sense when you go for that Aghanim build. You want to have the lower cooldown possible. Clockwork.
Shad is up in 20 seconds. There is a buyback available for the Clockwork. banner. You don't need to steal Soul Whip. Steal something better. Illuminate Blast is pretty decent. He's dead, so it doesn't really matter. But the 2 cores are coming back alive right now. They buy back as well. Hookshot comes in immediately. Shad's trying to bring out the heat. Onto Sumail pops the BKB. He's trying to run away. Shad, can he catch him? To Sumail. He's going to try it. Abyssal that gets the kill secured. And now Shad, he does have his BKB available, but there's the time to game. Joining the frame, Mind Control, taking heaps of damage. Winter Wyvern diving away. Mind Control, he's going to be left to his own devices. And Mind Control will die. Because GH said, nah, my egg is 4 seconds away. No, it's all on you. And they did not even get the Rack Smith.
6.5k HP. That's what Mind Control had, but doesn't matter. You're against percentile-based damage, so no matter if it's KO to 10k, you're still dying on the almost same amount of hits.
And the game is still not done.
Yeah. Okay, they're doing right.
Pushing power from both these teams ever.
Yeah. The clutch play would be to leave the tier 1 tower in bottom on deny range, because they do have the glyph, but they could like force a double glyph by denying it later. But yeah. Still, it's super hard for Nigma to push.
Yeah, Xantic, most of these fights as well, you did mention it, he's running out of mana most of the time. He's going for the Moon Shard, which gives you insane attack speed, obviously, which is great with the Arctic Burn. But it's, you know, every single fight, you see him at one point walking around with 200 mana, and then you've pretty much got nothing worth from that axe. Also, he doesn't have Shard yet, and he does have the Splinter Blast Shatter Radius now. Come on, get it.
Oh, the Arcane Rune means a lot. That's the Kaya. That's the Kaya he's not buying.
Bottled it up as well. Shad's looking for a fight bottom. Miracle would be big. They have not respawned all just yet, but it's nearly... Wait. He's got Kuro nommed up. Kuro actually, when tossed, requires no target. That's kind of neat.
For support, that's the one. Like, you're not the damage dealer, you're the initiator. But that's definitely what you want to go for. Clockwork wants to go for a nullifier, man.
Believe in the farm, but they've got high ground wards here. Smokes from Nigma heading out. Yeah, they should see that there's... The creeps just randomly died, so they know that they're smoked up.
But it feels really good for EU because they do have the buyback on Dawnbreaker, and it means a lot having buyback on this hero that can rejoin the fight. It's very dangerous what Nigma is doing here.
They're just gonna knock on the high ground. Shad's marked up that he wants to go Rapira Gaming. Miracle TP back. He's got the E-Grade now done as well. Lift up, Fudge slowed, hook shot in, they're going to go in onto the Fudge. He's actually dropping a lot of HP. Miracle gets the hook connection, but the Will of the Wisp actually interrupts the drag by being second dropped in the middle of the back. And everyone's just going to quickly disengage. Tombstone finally got stolen, but Tanner does not even get the cast off because he does get taken down. They're all trying to disengage. Tanner does have the curse available. Not going to drop it in the middle of it. He's actually going to get tossed upon, and the Xantic needs to just scurry away. Shad does get the TP away. Second Phoenix Egg was dropped in the process, so they don't have that one for the foreseeable future. But they keep their 2 main cores alive. All 3 cores actually alive on the side of the EU rejects.
Yeah, so it's still everything fine. Because no siege damage, Roche can only be up within 1 minute, and they have Wyvern and the Dawnbreaker buyback, so they're not so worried. Undyne's going for the Hyperstone himself. Someone needs to hit those reps.
Yeah, and Moon Shard Gaming coming through. Which actually gets slightly counted because of Phoenix Egg. Interestingly enough. Okay. Jump in, going for a Xantic. There's the Will of the Wisp as well. Can he get a... The problem is he can't really get a connection for that curse. And the Xantic's almost dead. Let's get himself in towards the fountain at the very least. Shad on the side. The Miracle just E-blade himself.
Oh. Xantic, he micro the agony, choose the bottle, now he cannot fly.
Oh. That's
He really needs to pay attention on that. That can be game losing when defending the base. And buy the shard, mate. Buy the shard. I'm gonna have oh no, buyback. He buys.
I did buy Dragon Lance recently.
Yeah,
well.
that's why. Yeah, I think he had gold for the shard and buyback, but now.
Arcane Rune. Going in for sumail. Mind Control actually lose half his HP already. Will-o'-the-wisp again gets dropped. Mind Control is going to go in onto Xantic, who's just flying away from the engagement. Winter Scourge is not available, unfortunately. Needs to get a good splinter blast off. J4 is dropping low. Jesse with the BKB trying to disengage. Hook is going to get dodged. Nice sidestep from the Timber Saw. And they get themselves away. Roche is up in 2 minutes and 15, but it feels like Nigma just pushing back the rejects the entire time. Jesse going on it. Mind control going on Jesse. Jesse broken. He's in trouble. He gets to skewer it back, but the first life is gonna be gone. Coming back is gonna be Mind Control. Girl gets bursted down by Shad though. Shad does have the Abyssal Blade, and he's gonna go for the heal bomb. Jump onto Miracle. Dives it slightly. Nicely dodged by Miracle, but Miracle's just gonna get bursted down by Shad. He's looking for Mind Control immediately afterwards. Will-o'-the-wisp again getting dropped in the area. Phoenix Egg explodes. Shad is going to get taken down. Mind Control finds the kill secure, and Xantic is in trouble. He's going to call the break, trying to stay alive, but his teammates are all dead except for the Dawnbreaker. Buyback comes through. They're looking for Kuro, who's going for the Ancient alone. He's charging further forward, but again, the Will-o'-the-wisp from sumail. He's constantly having those up and going. Can they get the kill onto Kuro? There is nothing left for Shad. He doesn't have the Starbreakers available. Kuro is dropping. He does. Almost can take another 50 seconds drop, then they don't have the attack speed to deal with the egg. Shad can't get into the front, and it looks like it is going to be all going down here in favor of Nigma. The new drop comes up big. It can't hold this back. Xantic versus the world. We have J4 in the progress as well, but yeah, he's just trying to come back down. Here's even Fountain diving to make sure he falters, and that is going to be the Ancient falling. What a game! We got the first